Okay, for this next assignment, you're going to be given a blueprint of a frame. On top here, we have the first one. You have the dimensions of 6 feet and 5 feet, and this is the blueprint. This would be a frame. It's made out of material, could be angle iron, could be tubing. It's something that's flat. It could be laid out on a shop floor. So your job is to figure out the length of each piece. Like what's the distance from here to here? That's 6. But then if we need to figure out the distance of the diagonal from here to here, we'll need to use the Pythagorean theorem. So first of all, figure out the length of each piece. Then you're going to find out what are all of the missing angles. So what is this angle here? What is this angle here? And all of the other missing angles. And then finally, what's the total length of material that you'll need to make this frame? So I'll go ahead and do a couple of examples here, and then you can do some on your own. All right, first I'm going to go through and I'm going to write in all of the horizontals and verticals. So this is 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet, 6. And then everything that's 5, I'll write that in as well. 5, 5, 5, and 5. Now it turns out in this example that all of the diagonals are going to have the same length, and to calculate them we'll need to use the Pythagorean theorem. So here the Pythagorean theorem says that that length is the square root of 5 squared plus 6 squared. So then I'm going to go to my calculator and I'll type that in. So in the calculator, I'm typing in the square root parentheses of 5 squared plus 6 squared and the parentheses, and I get the answer of 7.81. Now I'm going to go through to each of the diagonals, and I'll write in 7.81. All right, so now I know the length of each part of that frame. Finally, I'm going to calculate the total length of material necessary to complete that frame. So first of all, I'll count up how many 6s I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll write down 6 times 4. How many 5s? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then how many 7.81 diagonals? 1, 2, 3. Now I'll type this into the calculator as well. And the total length here is 67.43 feet. And that's it for that one. We'll do the same on the bottom. Now it turns out on this bottom frame, the dimensions, the 5 and the 6 are the same, so I don't have to do the Pythagorean theorem again. I can use the formula from the top. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 82.24 feet. All right, all the lengths are taken care of. I'm going to go back and calculate any missing angles. So first of all, if they look like 90 degrees, they are 90 degrees. This is a blueprint. And then I'll need to use the tangent inverse to find the missing angles. So to calculate this angle right here, I'll count the 6 as my opposite side, and the 5 is the adjacent side, and I'll use the tangent inverse, TOA, tangent inverse of the opposite divided by the adjacent. All right, so typing that into my calculator. Tangent inverse of 6 divided by 5, I get 50.2 degrees. And then to get the other angle, which would be here, I'll subtract from 90. 90 minus 50.2. Which is 39.8. All right, finally I'm going to circle everything just so it's easy to find. We have the two angles, and then we have the total lengths. All right, so that's a completed worksheet. Have the length of each piece, all of the missing angles, and the total length for each frame. You'll need to do that on the next two worksheets.